командир танкистов Датаева Рима Салиховна.
A toddler as a Z-emblazoned tank commander at a victory parade in Nursery 44, Astrakhan, southern Russia. Since the beginning of the Putin era, the Kremlin's citizenship and education policy has been driven by something called the Patriotic Education Program. One of the strands of that program focuses on the teaching of history, and now it is being adapted for schools in occupied Mariupol. A few weeks ago, Russian television broadcast this report, featuring a visit by the leader of the pro-Russian separatist Donetsk People's Republic to school number 53 in the north of Mariupol. It was billed as the first school to open in the city since the war started. The posters are new, as are the books on the curriculum. The books are produced by a Kremlin-connected publishing house, Prosveshchenie. According to recent reporting in Russia, the editors at that company were recently called into a meeting and asked to remove references to Ukraine from school books.
That task would be to make it as if Ukraine never existed. So that would mean progressively, gradually deleting any references to Ukraine and Kyiv from the local textbooks. So this is a systematic attempt to delete the presence of Ukraine from the historical memory of the people residing there. And this can be done especially by targeting the younger generation.
When Ukraine is mentioned, it's in examples like this, a paragraph from a history book describing the 2014 annexation of the Donbass by Russian-backed separatists reads,
"The fascist regime of Ukraine, supported and financed by the United States and the countries of Western Europe, actually began the genocide of the Russian-speaking population on the territory of the Donetsk People's Republic."
Another Russian media report, another school in Mariupol, Ukraine, school number 5.
Очень символично называются соревнования со спортом к победе, и приурочены они приближающемуся празднику Дню Великой Победы.
The thing is, though, we know school number 5 and its teachers very well.
Наша робота, крім нас ніхто не зробить.
Отак би взялися за руки і стали би перед танками, да?
We were there just before the war started, interviewing the head teacher, Svetlana, and the head of the primary school, Ludmila. A few weeks ago, Ludmila Submerna was killed in shelling and is buried in the back garden of the house where she died. Svetlana fled to western Ukraine. She told us that the school had been looted and had not yet reopened, and that she did not recognize any of the children or adults in the Russian television report. But she had heard that recruitment ads had started circulating for new teachers at her school.
Я хочу вам сказать, что когда наблюдаешь, что люди, которых ты долго знаешь, выходят на работу, такое чувство, знаете, не знаю, правильно я говорю или неправильно, вроде как тебе как предали. И когда смотришь на то, что привозят новые учебники, и понимаешь, что это какой-то толчок назад, хотя бы лет на 10 минимум, а там может быть и на 20.
There are teachers who decide to transition to that new system. There are teachers who become distant and decide to refuse and find alternative creative ways to try and continue teaching the kids the Ukrainian curricula and make sure they don't get engulfed into this indoctrination program.
Svetlana is one of those teachers. She told us if she ever gets a chance, she'll return to the place where her friend Ludmila is buried and give her a proper funeral.
Частный дом, немногоэтажный дом, личная собственность хозяина, и в своих домах есть огороды небольшие, где садят помидоры, огурцы. Вот в таком огороде ее и временно похоронили.
If the school reopens and stays open under Russian occupation, they'll have to work very hard to erase the story of a teacher like Ludmila. But then again, would-be winners write the history, and sometimes they rewrite it as well.